Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 60 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series. I've got a Celestial Crystal of size 900, cutting 100. Sweet, I've actually got two of them. Doubly sweet. I, today, just made a Ritual Pedestal. Extra sweet. Today I want to, like I said, we've got a few more steps to do for the Wither Machine. I want to automatically set up placement of the withers, right? So we kind of automated that last episode, but we still have to get Soul Sand and Wither Skeleton Skulls over to the Wither Machine. That should be easy. The next thing I want to do is automatically kill the Wither, and that I'm going to take the approach of Astral Sorcery. There's a way to do that, and we're going to play with it today. How cool does that sound? Hopefully you guys are excited, because I am. So to get started, first off, let's take a look in our Astral Sorcery manual at Constellations. I want to take a look at Dissidia. Seems to be unstoppable. Nice. The ritual effect is fractioning the strong light into small fractions in the area, creates a damaging field, lashing out at all enemies nearby. Cool. So if we make a Dissidia-based ritual, much like we have up here, we can go ahead and damage all nearby monsters, including withers. So that's what I'm going to do today. So to do that, I'm going to want two things. First off, I want the ritual stone in the center. So this one, it's working, but every now and then I still get mob spawns. I might want to look at upgrading this again if I can, but it might just be like the mod is a little bit weird about this ritual, but the other one I know works really well. So I'm going to get a Celestial Crystal for the center of this thing tuned to Dissidia. That will cause the mobs to receive damage. Then I'm going to make a Celestial Collector Crystal out of the other one, also tuned to Dissidia, that will go ahead and empower the ritual to make it do even more damage. And then finally, I'll put some lenses nearby. I already crafted them off camera. By the way, if you use a 900, 100 Celestial Crystal to make lenses, you get 11 per craft. So try that. Trust me, it's good times. So we've got lots of lenses, and that's pretty good. So next thing's next. Let's get our Dissidia going. So Dissidia should be in here somewhere. Sweet. We'll put that in our offhand. We'll pick up any and all spectral relays. It might need to be nighttime before I'll even see this stuff. So I might... What time is it? Is it daytime or nighttime? It is daytime, but it's almost nighttime. That's good. Let's get a few more relays. I don't know how many I'm going to need. Do I really have no more spectral relays? I can borrow these four. Just so I have enough. So when nighttime rolls around, I can infuse these two with Dissidia, assuming Dissidia is in the sky. If it's not, we'll have to wait another day, which will be stinky. So let's come back when it's nighttime. Okay, nighttime is upon us. Dissidia is hopefully in the sky. It looks like it is. Nice. Dissidia, you're doing a good job being up there in the sky. So let's place the ritual relay things here around the attunement altar guy. Doot, doot. Glad I grabbed a few extras. Psst, this is the part where you start working. Hey, there we go. I had an extra one down, that's why. Nice. Alright, so let's now attune the Celestial Crystal here. And that should be cool. So I want both of these attuned to Dissidia, remember, right? And as soon as they're both attuned to Dissidia, one of them will become a collection crystal, and one of them will be placed just on the altar to do the damage. Cool. So there's one. Hooray. And now Celestial Crystal 2. We will go, and now if I want a collector... For some reason, you can never see collector crystals in JEI when you search for collector. I don't know why that is. But if you search for celestial, you get these. Yeah, weird. But if I do that, I should be able to see the collector crystal recipes. So I need 4 stardust, 4 illumination powder, and 4 resonating gems. Cool. I should have some stardust. I've got 2. Where's my iron? I think I stopped Well, I didn't totally stop it, apparently. I don't know why I only have a stack of iron. I feel like I should have more than that. But hey, collector crystal. I wonder if I can... Can I think I can bind this dude. Take this off my thing here. Selected. I think I can do that, right? Oh, that's cool. This would be very easy to automate, by the way, if we were so inclined. Nice. That's really fast, too, because it's a, you know, really high-tier celestial crystal. So I'll just leave that set up there. And we'll turn some of this into dust. Well, we'll turn it all into dust. Why not? Well, no, that's furnace. We don't want to do that. We want the pulverizer. Nice. That's cool how fast that happened. These top-tier celestial crystals on an altar. Pretty quick, huh? Alright, so 4 of you, and the rest can go away. 4 illumination powder. And I don't know if I have extra of the glowy ones. I don't. So let's make sure I've got my bucket ready to go. I should have a bucket around here somewhere. And some aquamarines. I should have more aquamarines. Cool. So over here, I'm going to do this guy, where you get dropped, or do you get right-clicked? I always forget. Some of these things you drop them, and other ones you right-click. And I must be hurting for some liquid somewhere. There. There we go. Nice. So we need 4 of these dudes, and we should be cool. All the particle effects. I'll be back in a second once I get all 4 of these. Alright, so I'm not entirely sure which one of these, if it matters, but I'm going to go ahead and put the slightly lesser purity-based one. I'm going to make that one the one that goes here. Now, of course, I always, and I keep saying that I forget, but I always forget which one of these two goes here like this. There we go. Sweet. So that's going to be a collector celestial crystal for me. And this one stays just a tuned celestial crystal. It doesn't need to be a collector. And that's going to go into the ritual itself. Nice. Now for the ritual, let's get this guy out. I don't need this parchment anymore. And you are in the attunement stage. I need to figure out how to build the ritual pedestal. There we go. So we're going to need 20 marble arches. Ah, good, there it is. Celestial Collector Crystal. Okay, so let's get some marble collection going on. So we're going to want our chisel, cool. And we're going to want some marble, cool. All right, so 20 arches. Okay. 24 bricks. Do we have marble bricks? We do already, so that's cool. 24 bricks. We're going to want 1 chiseled and 12 regular marble. 1 chiseled and 12 regular marble, and the rest can go away. So let's go build this thing, and I'm basically going to put it right next to, I mean relatively close to, this dude. So what I'll probably want to have is maybe like right here can be the center, which is the chiseled. And then if I remember, it's 1, 2, 3 in each direction. With the bricks. And then what I'll do is probably just fill the rest of this in with sandstone, just to make it kind of look nice and flat in this terrain area. Cool. And then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Limestone, netherrack. I do like this thing on the bottom right. Looks really good. And then here, 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 and here for the last of the bricks, right? And then in these guys goes the marble. Okay. The plain marble. Cool. And then all around the outside is where this stuff goes. Cool. And that should be perfect. And then I can place down my ritual dude in the center, and we'll place our attuned crystal right there. Sweet. So what that should be doing is harming any withers that show up. Okay, so I want to demonstrate the difference between a regular crystal that's ready to go and like celestial collector crystal with, you know, lenses and whatnot. So to demonstrate that as best as possible, I would like to get some wither skeleton skulls and some soul sand. Cool. And we're going to pop over in this direction and see how this works out. So what I'm going to do is spawn a wither. So to do that, I just want you to be active without redstone. Always active, it doesn't really matter. You and you. And that should make a wither. And let's see, if possible, how long it takes for this thing to die as a result of Dissidia. Hopefully effectively. Dissidia may not even work during the day. Look, he's taking a little bit of damage. Look at his health bar. He's taking a really small amount of damage. You see that? Like really small. Now, granted, it's daytime, so that doesn't always help. But I'm going to get a Celestial Collector Crystal here, and I'm going to help this thing out. So what I'm going to do is pop this dude here and linking tool him into this. Now he should start taking more damage. Yeah. Nice. Okay, cool. So definitely not, you know, ideal. But we'll come back in a minute. So hey, guess what? We just killed a wither. Sweet. And boy, is this room bright. I can't even figure out where the entrance is. It is just assaulting my eyeballs. But I've got Nether Star, so yay. So you go away, you go away, you go away. I want to wait for nighttime and see what it looks like, and then we're going to do our lenses. Before I do my lenses, I really like how it looks having the lenses on those marble pillar things. So I definitely want to grab a few marble pillars. By the way, the top of any, or the top limit of any ritual is going to be 5 lenses, redirecting the light. So just as an FYI, 5 lenses is all you need. The other thing to note, by the way, is every time you restart the ritual, that location of the lenses changes. So it'll always stay the same as long as you don't break it. But if you break one of these marble arches or you remove the thing, so like see how the laser kind of, it terminates about here, right? If we remove this dude from the ritual and then replace him, well, even if we break the ritual thing, right? And then replace it, right? What we'll see is that beam is now over here. So those destinations kind of always change. So let's come back in a minute. I want to see what it looks like at nighttime, and then I'm going to redirect the laser energy, and hopefully we'll be in good shape. All right, looks like as good a time as any to test this guy. So let's shrink down into forest bird form. These guys again. We've got a wither spawning. Nice. And while that goes, I'm going to be preparing to do some of this. So basically, without refocusing the crystal, how's it work during the nighttime? Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Really nice, actually. We're going to link that dude there. We'll let that thing run first. We'll let that dude there. And that's going to do even more damage to him. So pretty much every upgraded lens that we add on here yields more damage on the wither. And another Nether Star. Sweet. Now if we... this dude, link, and then one more. Oh, nice. We're getting the Dissidia image down there. We've got one more to go then. And this should be the last linkage required. Sweet. That looks cool. So let's see how fast it is now. Wither go. Nice. So this ritual will kill and damage any hostile mobs nearby, especially and including the Wither. Nice. That's pretty quick. I like it. Not too shabby. Not bad at all. So then the next test is going to have to be, how does this work during the day? So let's you, and we'll be ready with you. So I want to see this during the day now with the angled, focused lenses and all that stuff. And we'll see how that works out, okay? So let's make sure that you're set to go to the Wither spawner. Whoosh. And down into this area we go again. Sandstone, be ready, because I want to fill in this spot real quick. You guys go. And let's see what happens now. Hopefully nice and good. Yeah. Almost exactly the same, like, in terms of speed. It might be a little bit slower, but not to the point where it's even noticeable. Or do I care? Okay. Okay, so now let's do this. Two things I want to do. First, I wouldn't mind making a ranged collector with an ender chest. Okay, so ender chest and ranged collector, and you know what I'll probably want is item ducts. Let's get some impulses, and we'll get some servos. Now, technically, there's obviously two different approaches I could use here, right? This one should be good. So there's two different approaches I could use to this, right? I could either have the ranged collector from, which I totally made and then didn't get. I kicked off the craft for it, but I didn't take it out of the system. I could go ranged collector, or I could do the ender hopper, right? And I could stick this just directly on top of a thing. Do you have to be an unstable ender pearl now? Okay, cool. I can do that. Not a problem. So, not entirely sure which one I'm going to want. We'll find out. Because this one should work. It takes a few seconds for this one to register, though. It's the only thing we want to keep in mind with this setup. You were supposed to go on top, by the way. Cool. So let's give it a go then. And there's another thing I want to test, by the way. Check this out. You ready? You ready for this? 1, 2, 3 withers at a time. Yeah. That's what's up. Boom, boom, boom. Withers for days. So, to note is that even during the day, they die pretty quickly, and it doesn't seem to weaken per mob that it's hitting. So now all those nether stars should be picked up. The only thing we have to worry about now is all this experience that's dropping, which we obviously have a solution for. The thermal doohickey. What is it? In the enchanter... I forget. It's whatever... Where's that book? There it is. Tome of Knowledge. Do I have experience in you or what? Okay, so you're empty. So what I'm going to do is just... So we're going to want 2 iron gears. I want one of you. Device frame. We're going to need a copper gear. And that should be cool, right? So the insightful condenser. And then, so how much of this have I gotten? You're like barely full, right? So what I could do is make an ender tank to collect this stuff. That would be cool. So we don't need a ranged collector. What I'll do is get an ender tank. So I'm gonna want 2 of you. I'm gonna want 2 of you. And then I'm gonna want some green dye. Let's get 6 of it, and we'll call this our experience collection system, right? And what we'll basically have here then is 1, 2, they'll be green, 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 because experience is green. Makes sense? Cool. So then we will teleport back over to here, and I probably don't need... So how are we for nether stars? We're like doing pretty good. Look at this. Building up nether stars, and I'm going to put away a couple other things I don't need at the moment. That looks good. All right. So let's set up this system. So basically what I'll have, we'll probably want, this thing can sit right here for the time being, and we will configure you for bottom auto output enabled. So in theory, I should be able to do this, and then let's see what happens. 2, 3. And a few moments later, we've got liquid experience in an ender tank. Sweet. That is cool. All right, so then what I'm going to do is teleport home. And I guess for now, this will be where I collect liquid experience. Right? So if I right-click this, it should drain into the tank below automatically. Sweet. So any liquid experience we get from our wither farm will automatically drain into this portable signalum tank, which is also collecting the wither skeleton stuff. And any other portable experience we need to get can also do that. Cool? Cool. All right, I found another side effect of the upgrade. Baked ham is totally nerfed. Holy cow, that is nerfed. We're going to have to find a better food source, because that is not as good as it was last patch. All right, so experience done. I guess the next thing we'll probably want to do, so let's get another ender chest. All right, so here's what we'll do. We'll get 2 of these. We'll get some ink sacks. How are we for ink sacks? We're not bad. We'll get 2 of them, and we'll make it black, white, white will be what we use to store the appropriate amount of resources, right? So to do this, we're going to want a filter. Resonant filter times, well, yeah, 1 should be good. And then we're going to want some servos. 1, 2 of you. And then we're going to want some item ducts. And we're going to want an interface. Cool. And what we'll do is the following. So let's put a bunch of stuff away except all that, right? And then I guess in my basement here somewhere, kind of how I was going to do this before, what I could have is my interface is what needs to be placed first. I'm just waiting for that to finish crafting. There you are. And then an item duct, and then one of these dudes, okay? And you're going to be filtered to whitelist, let's say 10 at a time of wither skeleton skulls and that, right? And you're going to keep 1 and 1. So what that should do is quickly transfer 10 wither skeleton skulls and 10 soul sand into this dude. Okay. Now what I might want to do, can I, let's do 8 at a time. So you should be pretty smart about that, right? So now you're keeping 8 in there. I'll put this away. This will filter back into that, and that should be that. And then I should just need to teleport over to this dude. Okay. And what we're going to want to have here, I'm going to move you. I might need, oh, did you? No, you didn't. Okay, good. There. You're going to go here. I will close off this side of things. Boom. I will place this guy here. And you're going to be configured right now for active on redstone signal. Okay? And we're going to use the redstone servos that we discovered last episode in a minute here, right? But if I set you to ignored, what you should do is extract the appropriate amount of soul sand and wither skeleton skulls, and then automatically restock. Until we run out of wither skeleton skulls and soul sand, of course. And then let's get some structure ducts and 2 redstone relays. Bada bing, bada boom. Right? And a lever. And I haven't entirely decided how I want this to work yet. But what I'll probably just wind up doing is you can be redstone output. And you can be here. Wrong one. So now if we do this, and you can be your redstone input, and we put a lever here, in theory, this is flip leather and spawn withers. 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. And now it should stop spawning them, right? And what we should see happen, is lots of noise. I'm gonna back up a little bit because of the noise. And then the stars should drop, they should be picked up, and that should be like a 100% automated nether star machine. We just flip lever, spawn withers, like that's it, and kill withers. It is a single redstone signal equals death to withers. Kinda cool. It's kinda super cool. And you can see the particle effects from the ender stuff going on in there. And that should be spiffy. Should be super spiffy. And then we should have nether stars over here. Nice, 13. That is cool. I like it. I like it a lot. So let's see. How are we for wither skeleton skulls? We have 4 left, so I feel like we could use a few more. Boom. That should take care of that. Cool. And then you're gonna be vacuum hopped up into that thing, and you're cool. All right, good deal. Dudes, we completed all our objectives, right? Let's teleport over there. Boom. So your job was to have a lever that could spawn withers and automatically kill them and keep them safe and all that good stuff. And I think we've completed our objective. So we did a little mix of multiple mods here, obviously. So many mods that we used, it's insane. But Astral Sorcery was the main one for the killing and capturing of the wither. And then spawning it was Industrial Foregoing and Thermal Expansion and Dynamics for the collection of some other resources and ender chests and, I mean, lots of things. But I'm very proud of this system because it works beautifully. It is flip lever, get nether stars. It is a nether star lever. That's what it is. When you're getting a redstone signal over here, you will start generating nether stars until you stop getting a redstone signal over here. And that's pretty spiffy. At least until you run out of wither skulls or soul sand, which is extremely likely to happen at some point. So that's cool. We could get something to deal with the noise. So there's the muffler. That's doable, right? Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo, boop-boop-boo. Wither Boss Death Muffler. That's fine, I don't need that right now. But if I go and put this over in this general direction, it should make things a little less annoying sound-wise. Now, if only I had a glare reducer. But that should be... There we go. We'll get a few of them in there again. You know what I wanted to check, by the way? Because I haven't yet? Is when this is running... Way better voice sound-wise, right? Ow. How are we on power on this thing? Oh yeah, you're definitely hurting for power down here. So that's not going to power that appropriately. We're gonna, have to figure something out. So it's not perfect, but it's pretty perfect. I mean, the concept's all there, right? We just need to... We need to transfer more power into this general direction. We can do that with the RF Tools thing, obviously. But I mean, look how many withers we just killed. How cool is that? And definitely better audibly wise, right? Beautiful. Natural Sorcery. I'm liking you, dude. I'm definitely liking Natural Sorcery a bit. It is cool. It is very cool. Alright, back home. I suspect that is a good idea. And how many stars do we have now? Like 20. Ha! Nice. So I think what I'm going to do then is wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next episode and have a little bit more fun. So we've got a world download for you guys. So it's episode 60, so you get a world download, right? And then you've also got, obviously, an automated Wither Star machine, or Nether Star machine, so that's pretty spiffy. We'll come back next episode and put some of those Nether Stars to use. For now, Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.